Good morning, everybody. I wanted to talk to you this morning about being the change. So, my family, we get together often, and one of the things that we were talking about recently is, and kind of noticing is, what the lives of our parents, so my cousins and my parents, what their lives looked like, the way they grew up, the situations that were there. And, both of these sort of sets of families, it wasn't all bad. I don't want to portray it like that because that would be false. But it certainly didn't look like the way that it does today. So my siblings and my cousins, the way that we were and are loved and supported, and the way that our families behave, it's a very different experience. And what's really incredible about that is um, that they made the choices. That our parents took their circumstance and made the choices to hold themselves capable of more and accountable to it. And I look at the decisions that they've made before we were ever born, and the decisions they continue to make, and it's truly inspiring. And I'm certainly super grateful, for that. So what I want to talk to you about is just that. So in your life, it doesn't really matter what your circumstances are. If your circumstances are rough, or your circumstances are like mine, being raised in support and gratitude and love and all that, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you have to make your choice for yourself. The challenges are still going to come no matter what. I think a lot of people get hung up sometimes on looking at other people who grew up more fortunate than them, and they think that they somehow have some leg up. It's all just different. The challenges that I face are totally different than the challenges that anybody else faces. I mean, we're all individuals. We all have our own issues to sort through. In fact, some of the financial support that I've been given by my family in some ways has been helpful. In some ways it's been detrimental. I mean, I would even go as far as saying some of my weakened mindset around movement, forward movement, because it was a little easy on the early side of things, then set me into I made different kind of mistakes, I guess you could say, around that. And and so then ultimately, separating the financial support, with my parents, and having that discussion, in my 20s, to then start the grind. It's kind of interesting. Actually, it's actually right around the time that I was really digging in deep into my detailing business. And the reason I chose detailing was because I could transactionally go and get the next set of dollars, and the next set of dollars, and the next set of dollars, and then reinvest back in, and not have to jump into some business that was cash heavy up front. I could really just focus on the steady growth and focus on the long game. So what I want to encourage you all is, number one, be the change for yourself, and hold yourself capable and accountable to so much more. And then from there, attract your a sphere of influence that is accepting of your support and capable, and holding them capable and accountable, and they do that for you. If people, if you're holding somebody accountable to, and I'm not talking about accountable on your like day-to-day tasks and weekly tasks. I'm talking about your accountability of of living your best version of yourself and accomplishing your dreams. If you're supporting people towards that, and you're like, hey, what are you doing? Like, this isn't in alignment with what you told me that you care about. If they are in resistance to that, address the resistance. If that doesn't cause any movement, I'm not saying to abandon them in their life, but I wouldn't invest a ton of your energy there. Our energy is just like money. What we invest it into, that's what we can get back out of it. So when you find people that eat up, when you support them and they get pumped up and fired up, that's who you want in your inner circle, and you want them to do that for you. That's something that I seek constantly, are people who really know how to, and by the way, I'm not talking about telling people what they should be doing. I'm talking about people who understand how to extrapolate from you what you want and should be doing, not what they say, and vice versa. Our job is to not tell people what they should be doing. The way that we can best support people is by asking the right questions and helping those people to really dig into what's right for them. And then from there, we say, wonderful, start taking action. Start making that happen. And the people who do are the people who I want in my inner circle. And I want those people to do that to me too. I want them asking me the right questions and not letting me off the hook. We all have our little ebbs and flows and ups and downs. That's fine. But there should always be that check-in of, are your decisions, are your actions, are they on the path towards your vision? Are they on the track? Sometimes that might veer a little bit here and there. As long as it's taking you where you need to be, that's what matters. And so we need people that are holding us accountable to that. So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Tomorrow is Halloween, so be safe. Have fun with those little ones that are out there dressing up all cute. If you don't have little ones, go have fun being crazy, doing unique costumes or whatever. So have a wonderful rest of your week, and I love you guys. See you next time.